Very good morning. You're tuned into our continuous coverage today. It is a tense Friday for Salman Khan, something he might not be quite used to, because today his fate would be decided whether or not it would be bail or jail for him. These two visuals that we're getting for you on your television screen. Well, this is where the story is developing. On the left-hand side, well, that is the Bombay High Court. In just about 20 minutes from now, just close to noon, we would know whether Salman Khan his bail has been extended or today he goes to Arthur Road Jail. And right in the middle, those visuals that you see come from Galaxy Apartment. That, in fact, is Salman Khan's father, Salim Khan. Tense moments for the family, understandably so. His brother, Arbaz Khan, his sister, Elvira, are all right now at the Bombay High Court waiting for the bail plea to be heard. Well, that is Salim Khan there. I want to cut across directly because right now the story is coming in from the Bombay High Court, and it's over to my colleague Ankit Tyagi to apprise us of the very latest filtering in from that packed courtroom. Ankit, are you with us? What's the latest?
Well, Preeti, 11:10 was the time when this entire hearing in Salman Khan's matter started, and now the defense making very substantial arguments. And with what I can see, the updates that we are getting, the entire focus is 304 Part 2, because that's the only non-bailable section in the five sections that Salman Khan has been found guilty into. And the main part of the defense argument revolves around Ravinder Patil, the bodyguard of Salman Khan, whose testimony was in fact very important as far as the prosecution was concerned.
Right.
So as of now, the defense lawyer Amit Desai had said that the number of people in the car is important to consider Ravindra Patil's statement. It was after Judge Tipse has asked for the statement of the bodyguard and also the reasoning given by the judge for conviction and sentencing of Salman Khan. He also said that it is important to consider who was driving the car at that point of time. He also said that eyewitness can only be those who were present in the car. And then he raised a very important question, saying that, however, curiously, the prosecution never examined Kamal Khan. The mystery is on the fourth person who, while there is simple evidence that the prosecution knew about it. So on this, the judge had asked the defense whether Kamal Khan's absence was brought up in the sessions court. On this, the defense said yes, and they argued on that. Kamal Khan, in fact, remember, Preeti, Kamal Khan was a singer and a friend of Salman Khan, who was in fact with Salman Khan on that fateful night, but he fled to England and he has never come and participated in this case. Desai then argued, the defense then argued that Ravindra Patil was an unwilling witness who had run away. This is something that was argued in the sessions court also. In fact, after the case was registered, it was Ravindra Patil who was the first informant, the complainant in this case. Post that, he mysteriously disappears for a couple of years. Then he resurfaces, gives his statement, a damning statement against Salman Khan. And then once again, he disappears and then he dies off TV. The last argument, the update that we have got is that Patil says, the defense has said, the Patil in his statement has said that they traveled more than 90 kilometers an hour, which demolishes his cross-examination. So as of now, the defense, the entire focus of defense is to discredit the statement given by Ravindra Patil, who was the main prosecution witness, on whose arguments, on whose statement the judge has relied heavily in going against Salman Khan.
All right, Ankit, stay on with us. Quickly, we're going to play the latest visuals. Understandably, there is a sea of devotion flowing for Salman Khan. We're going to play the visuals of the latest Aarti, which is being organized in Kanpur. There was a yagna in the morning in Banaras, but these visuals are coming in from Kanpur, where, of course, the fans somewhere down the line can't make the difference between the convict and the superstar. I want to cut across to my colleague Kamlesh as well. Kamlesh is also at the Bombay High Court. Trust headlines today to get you the ringside view as the story develops. Our cameras are at vantage positions, picking up the very latest. So these visuals, Kanpur, want to cut across to Kamlesh. Right before we go to Kamlesh, Kapil, very quickly, 30 seconds, the curious case of Kamal Khan. Let's go back to the copy of the order. Judge Deshpande has also stated very clearly in the copy of the order that it is pertinent to note that Kamal Khan was also traveling in the car. He is not examined by the prosecution or brought in by the defense during the course of argument. What happened there? It's interesting.
Very interesting. In fact, let's understand the theory. In theory, the prosecution witness and the defense witness are on similar footing. practically the facts are otherwise. The prosecution witness is on a much higher footing when it comes to the evidence given by that witness, and therefore the defense has to take a lot of time in cross-examining him.
Right.
Now, if the prosecution hasn't brought Kamal Khan, it does show that the prosecution was trying to hide something.
Right.
Coupled with the fact that the forensic science evidence of fingerprints were not brought in by the prosecution also shows that there is something else that happened, and the prosecution just wants to create a case rather than bringing the complete facts and the truth before the court.
All right. Well, the learned judge bought the argument of the prosecution as well. I want to immediately,
so.
I want to immediately cut across to my colleague Kamlesh Sutar, who's joining me from the Bombay High Court alongside Ankit Tyagi. Kamlesh, I believe we've got the latest updates coming in from that courtroom, 21 courtroom at the Bombay High Court. Give us the latest on what's happening inside, Kamlesh.
Well, Preeti, as we've been saying since yesterday, the first thing that the Salman's defense team was going to do was to challenge the verdict given by the lower court, saying that the appreciation of the evidences given by that team were not taken in the right side by the lower court, and they've challenged that. Now, we've seen, as my colleague Ankit was pointing out, that the entire case now revolves around the statement of witnesses that were taken. There's a curious case about how many people were present in the car, and as Amit Desai raised this issue about Kamal Khan, that Kamal Khan wasn't cross-examined. By the time Kamal Khan was present, he was there in the drive, and the entire verdict that has come in from the lower court is based on Ravindra Patil's statement. Now, one thing that works in Salman Khan's favor at this point in time is also that Ravindra Patil is no more. He died in 2007, so he is not here to be cross-examined. His statement was very crucial, but it was Ravindra Patil's statement that the judge has relied upon, and that is what the defense team of Salman Khan is trying to do. They are trying to assert on the very fact that the witnesses that were examined initially by the prosecution, and the facts that were presented them were not taken in the right side and were not appreciated in the right way. If at all they pass this stage, if they are able to impress upon the court this fact, then their next step is going to be they'll appeal for the bail, and at least they're going to ask for suspension of this statement. 304 Part 2 is the only non-bailable offence here, and that's what they're trying to do. Anything else that comes, even if it doesn't come in Salman's favor, they are going to tackle it easily. But 3042 is the crucial part, and that is what the point of argument of Amit Desai now is.
All right, Kamlesh, stay on with us. On the case of Kamal Khan, that is being argued right now as we speak in court at the Bombay High Court. Ankit, you have the copy of the order with you. There was a portion on what the learned judge had noted about the fourth missing person, the curious case of Kamal Khan. Can you take us through the notings in that order? Do you have it with you? Ankit, can you hear me?
I can.
Ankit, you have the copy of the order with you. The learned judge had also made a comment on the curious case of missing Kamal Khan in there, and why he was not brought forth by the prosecution. Can you take us through the noting, because that is what is being argued in court right now?
Well, before that, Preeti, let me first quickly give you an update of what is happening inside. The defense strategy now is very clear. They are trying to raise questions on the prime witness Ravindra Patil's testimony, and they are also trying to create doubt about the number of people, those who were in that car at the night when the accident took place. Because remember, according to Ravindra Patil, the prime witness, there were 3 people in the car. It was Kamal Khan, it was Salman Khan who was driving the car, and Ravindra Patil. On the other hand, the defense has been saying that there was this driver, Ashok Singh, who was brought very late into this trial, and he was the one who was driving the car. So according to defense, there were 4 people, and the prosecution relied on Ravindra Patil saying there were 3 people. Now, what the defense lawyer has said is that one of the injured person who among the 4 had said that there were 4 persons in the car. He also said that another eyewitness post, he said that there were 4 people, those who came out of the car. he also said that Ravindra Patil, his argument does not stand, and the question is, how could the judge make him the prime witness when the other person who was present in the car, the police did not even make any effort to bring him back from London. On this, Desai also very categorically said that if the car was travelling at 90 kilometers per hour from JW Marriott to Salman Khan's house and the spot where the accident took place, there is no way that they would have taken half hour to reach that spot. So Ravindra Patil's testimony is incoherent.
Right.
That is what Desai is now trying to prove. Apart from that, Preeti, the judge has now in fact said that I can't read the entire evidence. The judge, in fact, he has intervened and he has told Desai that do not go through the entire chain of evidence because it is right now not the hearing on the conviction, on the sentencing in Salman Khan's case. Desai said, but please see that the session judge has ignored some of the elementary principles. He entirely disbelieved Ashok Singh as if it was an afterthought. So the main problem that that the defense had about Ashok Singh being brought in late, and the judge there, JW Desai in the session court, has completely denied his testimony and has in fact the prosecution had said that they are going to press perjury charges against Ashok Desai. Now that is coming back into the play. So, so if you look at it, the defense is not only raising questions on the testimony of the prime accused, they are also raising doubts on the number of people, those who were travelling that night, so that they can get some reasonable doubt as far as this judgment is concerned, and then try and tell the judge that till the time the sentencing is, the High Court does not decide on the sentencing on their other plea to overturn the sentence, Salman Khan should be let out on bail.
You know, Ankit and Kamlesh, just stay with me. Let's quickly, because we would know in the next 20 minutes, but I want to bring in Kapil here. Kapil, once again, take us through the scenarios that can play out in the next 20 minutes.
Wonderful. So what is being argued, and rightly so, is they are trying to break the testimony of Patil, because of which 304 part 2 was put in this matter. So if his testimony goes, 304 part 2 goes, and therefore that would be a very strong victory for the defense at the first instance. Now, though this is not really the stage, because what should be argued at the end of the day is that the trial court order should be suspended till the appeal is finally heard. Today, the date is only for admission of the appeal and for suspension of sentence. So having said that, the first scenario is that the appeal gets admitted and the sentence is suspended.
Salman gets bail. Yes.
Salman gets bail.
Scenario 2?
Scenario 2 is that the appeal gets admitted but Salman does not get bail. 389 is decided by the court against Mr. Salman Khan. So these are two very important and crucial aspects on what is being argued today. The third crucial aspect is that probably what is also being sought to be done is to dig holes, to show holes in the entire testimony of the prosecution witnesses at this first instance. And as you rightly stated, that the mystery of Kamal Khan is a very important aspect.
All right, let's cut across to Kamlesh and Ankit first. Kamlesh, I believe there's more coming in terms of what Mr. Desai is arguing, that the prosecution is still unable to prove whether Salman Khan was driving or not. Kamlesh, can you hear me? All right, we can't get through to Kamlesh. Ankit, if you can get that question, do you have any details on that?
That's right. The defense is still, on with their arguments, and now the argument that has been made by defense is that the judge, in fact, completely overlooked Ashok Desai's testimony. Now, what they are saying is that there are a few eyewitnesses said that there are 4 people inside the car, not 3, as being said by Ravindra Patil. Mr. Desai also, the defense also said that it has been brought to our notice and it has been brought on record that the door was jammed, in fact, and since the door was jammed, then that is why people saw Salman Khan getting out from the driver's side, and they might have presumed that he was behind wheels. Apart from that, Desai also said that Patil had said that the tire had burst, but the judge has not accepted it. Tipse, the learned judge on that said, what has the judge said and what is his reasoning? He just doesn't accept it while the witness have said so. That was the argument of the defense on that. Desai, the defense also then put out that Ravindra Patil's statement was demolished by number of witnesses, but it was not accepted. So the defense has a very clear line of argument right now. A, to raise question on Ravindra Patil, who has been relied upon as the main witness in this case. And number two, to ensure and establish that there were 4 people inside the car, not 3, as has been established in the case in the Sessions Court. So if that happens, then Ashok Singh's testimony becomes very crucial, and these will be the points that would, of course, the judge will have to ponder about when he decides.
All right, Ankit, stay with me. Kamlesh has the latest also coming in. Kamlesh, before you get us up to speed with the very latest, can you tell us how long will this take now? When are we expecting a final word, whether Salman goes to jail or today he stays on bail?
Given the fact, Preeti, that Salman's plea has been admitted against the lower court order, the arguments are likely to go on for a while. From now, it could be another 20 minutes as well till the court comes up with an order. It could be, it could swing anyway, since the court, we are witnessing arguments on that. Now, we should also understand one thing: the lower court judgment that came in was completely based on the witness given by Ravindra Patil, and what Amit Desai at this point in time is trying to do is stare deep into it, and he's raised a couple of points. One, he's also said that Ravindra Patil, on whose testimony that the court has heavily relied upon, was a reluctant witness. Remember, I would like to tell you that Ravindra Patil, during the course of action, when the case was on after 2002, wasn't present on several occasions, and that is what the point raised by Amit Desai here is, that he was a reluctant witness, and other witnesses have the statements have not been corroborated with that, since some witnesses have said that there were 4 people, but it was only Ravindra Patil's statement that was taken into account. But one fact that Salman's defense team had presented in the Sessions Court was that the tire had burst, and even that statement has been given by Ravindra Patil, but that was totally disregarded by the earlier court. Now the strategy here is that the judgment that has come in based mainly on Ravindra Patil's eyewitness account is they are trying to tear into it, they are trying to deeply into it. The prime contention is to get away from the crucial section 304 part 2. If they are able to do away with that, it just remains about rash and negligible driving. That is a bailable offence. So at this point, they are also trying to bring in the fact we have seen how Ashok Singh had come in as a last moment twist in the case, and that perhaps they are again trying to bring it to that so that things go easy for Salman Khan. Another 15 minutes, we can expect some concrete word coming in from the judge.